We'll make it up to you. We'll make it up to you. Promise.
No.
I promise. We'll make it up to you. Okay, but how's your week been? How's your
my week? I've just been in the house, just watching you guys chill, and that's all I've been doing. And watching your shows online and stuff. So yeah, I went to interview with.
He's not going to let that go, so I do have to carry on. Once again, MX24GH, every single platform. Hashtag is MX Live. Please be a part of the conversation. I would say, these gentlemen here and ladies, of course, they make time to come and help us discuss, what's going on. But as always, you are the most important pundit, viewer, the audience. You make this show what it is, and we appreciate your feedback on social media at MX24GH on all our platforms. We just played his music, Black Sharif. Boomplay just awarded him a golden plaque.
Yeah.
Over 100 million streams. I mean, it gets to a point where I was watching, I don't like Manchester City. I'm a Manchester United fan, But I was watching some pundits, and they were talking about Manchester City, right? And they were, if you're not in soccer, I apologize. And they were praising Haaland, their striker. And one of the pundits said, it's like the praises are now normal for him as a player because he does so well. Yeah. I mean, just to paraphrase for Black Sharif, he's doing so well. It's like it's becoming expected now. 100 million streams, Boomplay. That's crazy. That's incredible. How do you feel? What would you add to this? What can you even say?
For me, anytime I speak about Black Sharif, and my relationship with him, I become a bit emotional because I saw him coming. I remember when I wanted to interview for the first time, he was the first person to even get to the studio before even me coming there. And that showed that the guy knew what he had in him and what he wanted the world to consume. So for me, I'm very excited these things are happening for him. Afrima awarding him, getting a nomination from Afrima, getting a nomination for the BET Hip Hop Awards, and now Boomplay. And I think this is money. For me, I see money because the streams are growing, money is coming in, and I'm excited about it. So for me, all I can say is that we are proud of Black Sharif, and I'm happy that every legal issues around Black Sharif is gone, and now every major issue that comes in the news or the headlines are about positivity about Black Sharif. So I'm excited about it. And I'm wishing him all the best because he's got an event coming up, the Mozambique Disco Party, which I'm super excited about. So Blacko's got an event in the UK. So I'm happy about everything that he's doing, and I want to use the platform to say congratulations to you. Keep pushing. Sad boys are not sad anymore. We are happy. So yeah, that's all I can say about Black Sharif.
Yeah. Eddie, I asked this a couple of weeks ago. We were talking about this. I was trying to equate, if it is even possible, to equate streams to award shows, and now, I mean, YouTube gives plaques, Boomplay, does, and all these other platforms, right? It seems like now streams are very important, especially, you work online, so you know what goes on, Numbers online are very important now, so this thing shouldn't be taken lightly, right?
Yeah, so I think just like last time we said, and I mentioned that the numbers are actually very important, because if the numbers were not adding up, he wouldn't have got the 100 million streams on Boomplay. Now, even the good side of it is the fact that he's now going to enjoy some benefits from Boomplay that comes with it. So, I mean, the point is that it's not just about even doing music. It's about getting the numbers up, and also things that probably you may have paid for. You are not going to enjoy them for free because of what you've been able to attain. So I think that it is impressive. I mean, now, I actually saw, I'm expecting more from Black Sharif. In terms of, tomorrow if I hear that he has won another award, or he's done something else, or he's attained a certain feat, I won't be surprised anymore because it's like he's been, aside the consistency, he's been deliberate about what he wants to do.
Okay, so you just said you won't be surprised. And when not being surprised, it comes with expectation. With all that he's done, right? The awards he's won, the things he's overcome, the performances, BT Awards, these streams, doing so well for himself. We're proud of him. I'm sure the whole country, and hopefully the whole country is behind him. How does he elevate? I've always also said longevity and evolving is actually, I think, the most difficult thing, because now the audience sees you over and over. I mean, we're here Monday to Friday. How do you switch up the questions? Even if it's the same question, you can direct it differently. So for him as an artist, as a creative, what do you think he should do next?
Well, for me, I think right now we need a body of work from Black Sharif. I think that is the way forward. We need him to do more appearances. Like Camido was talking about the fact that if you want to be a global artist, what you have to do is that you have to move out. And I understand that he's going to perform in London. He has been to London, but he hasn't had like his own main show in London. Camido was in London, did a lot of concerts, and actually had a night with Camido, which was more intimate. That was Camido's fans. That was people who love Camido. So for me, I'm excited about what he's doing. One, he's going to be having the second edition of his own concert here in Ghana, have a concert in London, play some couple of shows, do some couple of interviews, and I think trying to prepare himself for some of the questions and do more features and all that. He has a feature with Sarkodie that is coming up, which Sarkodie himself is pushing it. I think that is the longevity, that is the upgrade. That is the new version of Black Cherry that we are all wishing to see. Afrima, I'm looking forward to seeing pick some, like there's some awards schemes like Afrima that nominates you, and then it's a big deal, it's no joke. And I know that category like hip-hop rapper of the year, hip-hop artist of the year, Black is picking it hands down. I don't know anybody in the content Africa who is doing...
Yeah, I said I feel like he's going to win the BT award.
Yeah,
I know people are saying like, oh, it's tough. And I know it's a tough category, but respect to all of the artists. But
I feel like he's also...
His impact has been huge.
Yeah, it has been huge. DJ Khaled, somebody who is a pioneer of the music fraternity in the world. Look, pushing his music, playing... Who amongst those people have been played, and his music have been played in the NBA matches? It's Blacko. So for me, I believe Blacko...
Maybe they have.
But we don't know.
Maybe they have.
I'm saying Blacko.
Yeah, he's done well for himself.
He's done very well for himself. Me, I'm a big Blacko fan. There's nothing. I don't see anything wrong about Blacko. Even when he had issues with his league, I couldn't even say much because he's my good friend and I love what he's doing. And the only thing I can do is to push him. So for me, I think moving up is dropping his tape, doing more features with people like Sarkodie, doing international collaboration like what he has done with RD and all these things. And I want to do a collaboration. I want to see a collaboration with Ashaki because the whole cultural vibe will really come play. So Blacko, wishing you all the best, and I think that's how best it can.
So you mentioned Afrima, and I just want us to go to that story right now. One thing is, we were speaking about the BT Awards and the fact that we had missed it for a while, and I mean Black Cherry was on there now. Eddie, coming to you, not just Blacko right now, to the Afrima and all these other award schemes, and we're going to again focus on the artists who were nominated at the Afrimas. When we miss these award shows for 2-3 years, we come back, we miss again, we come back, we miss again. Is it a problem for the industry? And I've been asking this because consistency in our space is very important, right? When you're not there visually, people don't see you. Visibility is very, very important. Right now, we see how important artwork is to artists. If there's a little mistake, they're not happy about it. So I just want to know, with these award schemes, with these platforms, even performances like Afro Nation, Afrochella, if we miss these things for 2-3 years, again, we're back there. Is it a problem? Is it something we should look at, that consistency?
Yeah, I think that in the grand scheme of the music industry or in the creative space, I think these are some of the highlights of the year, every year. So, I mean, in Ghana, for instance, we all know that when it's around March, April, we have our own VGMA, which is more like the biggest, it's the biggest award or biggest award scheme in Ghana. I think that in the scheme of the music industry, if for years or maybe a year or two, we do not have this on our calendar, then what it means is that during that period where we could have celebrated our artists or could have showcased what they've been doing, then we miss out on them because we may not have similar award schemes that are already doing this. Now, I mean, like we always say, award schemes are just, fine, if the fact that you can even get nominated signals a lot. I mean, the BET, for instance, getting nominated for hip-hop, for Black Cherry, I think it's a plus, it's a big thing. The most important thing is that so far as the music and the culture is continuing, we need to also have a way to be able to continue with some of these events that are in the calendar. So that, because, I mean, nowadays, for example, the Afrima is not just an award scheme, it's a festival. I think it's for a period of 4 days. Afrochella is for 2 days or so. Afro Nation is, I think, 2 days as well. What this entirely means is that it's not just about the awards that come with it. It's about the fact that people are going to come together, celebrate good music, celebrate their culture in terms of their food, their whatever they're going to drink, clothes, lifestyle. So I think that now you are seeing the measure between music and culture. I mean, music and culture with respect to our lifestyle, what we are wearing, how we are dressing, what food we are eating. There's that mechanical solidarity, which becomes good in itself for our music. And so because these are the same people who are going to keep on pushing the music out there. And like we said, during these programs, other people travel from far and near to these events. So they are going to be the PRs to carry Blacko or whoever's music out there to the masses.
Okay, so again, you said PR. I mean, PR is now very huge when it comes to artists, right? Promoting, getting your music across board. Again, a little bit before the Afrima specifically, Prudent, when an artist, right, and I want to look at this from both angles. Let's say an artist is doing well in his country, getting all the awards here, and it's not happening internationally. Or vice versa. Let's take away the weight of the awards. We know the international awards have a lot of weight. On the other side, let's say another artist is doing well abroad, but not as well in his country. Is that a problem for the artist? Again, I just want to know, if you're not doing well on all platforms you can be a part of, maybe let's say what they call local champion, right? Or again, you're not recognized home, but other countries appreciate you. Is that a problem for the artist?
I think it's a problem for the artist.
So they have to do well everywhere?
Yeah, you have to balance it. So the question is, one, if you're an artist doing well internationally and you're not doing well in home, it's safe. You can still work on it. But if you are an artist here in Ghana and you're not doing well internationally, it's a big problem. Yes, it's a big problem because you have to be a global artist to make a lot of money, to make a lot of relevance. You understand? You can't be in Ghana. Look, the whole reason why Sarkodie is doing all these punchlines here and there is because he wants international recognition. He wants to enter places. He wants to get the recognition with the Grammys, the BETs, and all these bigger platforms and these international media outlets. So that's the main reason why. So, and then it's very important that these artists realize that there's a need for me to get a local presence too as well. Why do you think Stormzy did a collaboration with Your Talk? It was to get a presence here in Ghana. Stormzy has been coming to Ghana almost every December. The Global Season Festival is next week Saturday. Stormzy is performing there. You think Stormzy just it was deliberate, it was intentional because he wants to get. And now people would say that it's through Your Talk we got to know Stormzy. Whether we like it or not, whether it's through Stormzy we got to know Your Talk. For me, I think Stormzy is building a brand and is establishing himself in his home country, and it's very, very important. So for me, I think, in as much as Stormzy is finding the need to come and establish his presence here, you, the artist, also should find the need to establish your presence in the UK.
That's very interesting
in all these countries because it's very, very important. So that's all I could say about that particular.
Okay, so I really like that submission because it's not the easiest thing. I mean, I always say back in the day there was no social media. You just had to do the footwork, but now you have to do it on social media and in real life, so to speak. Okay, now the Afro. I mean, I saw Jackie, I saw Camido, Black Sherif, Amare. I saw that really excited me.
And Diana Hamilton was there.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, again, Eddie, like, what would you add to this? I mean, Afrima, like you said, 4 days, a festival now, it's a big platform.
I think that's big ups to all those who have been nominated. I saw the list and I was surprised. I mean, the year review, these were our biggest.
And Kiddy.
Yes, Kiddy is there. The remix with
Tiger.
Yeah, Touch It remix. Yeah. I think the year review from August to last year to this year, I think that these have been our biggest exports in terms of music that they have produced and it's out there. You get my point?
Yeah.
So if I say biggest export, Stonebwoy could have been one of our biggest exports because he played more shows. But I'm talking about in terms of music in itself, who put out records or EPs or songs. And in the year review, these people were our biggest. No doubt about it. Camido with Sugarcane, Jackie with the EP and the songs, the collaborations, going to SA and winning awards. I mean, there. Black Sherif with Coco the Traveler, collaboration with Ben
Boy, right?
Dana Hamilton's Iradi, that song was like, I mean, inspirational music, even across the world. Because Dana Hamilton also is an international artist. She's not based in Ghana. And so what it means is that people outside Ghana, especially the UK, are also doing much more for her, just like he was saying. So it's not just about your locality or you being a local champion. I mean, people like Sarkodie and Co now have realized that they've even conquered, quote unquote, their country. So if
even Africa, they feel like they've.
So now you realize they're not focusing so much on their immediates. They are looking at other places, and you realize they are doing more collaboration with other people that we may not even know them, but in their countries they
have a fan base, right?
So that's why the French ambassador, remember, they did collaborations with the French people, some of the French artists, and these people went there to play a show, and people were able to jump to Stonebwoy and Sarkodie songs because they know some songs that they've done through. Yes, so I think that I'm impressed with the Afrima list.
I mean, I was blown away.
I mean, Black Sherif has the highest four nominations, so I wouldn't say 14. Amen. One day.
Amen.
Four nominations. That's
amen to that.
Amen to that.
There's our own Neptunes, my good friend Neptunes with Goya Amayo.
Yes, do you know that Neptunes produced Camido's Yawa? The one was talking about.
We're talking about Neptunes, right? And the fact that he doesn't get the. I mean, he had a tweet, right? And we're talking about appreciation for the artist. I had Kojo Kenya. We had a very interesting conversation right, about PR and putting all your things out there. I'm sure when you're here next time with Kojo Kenya, I want the two of you to be able to.
But listen, I feel like the Afrima, for me, I'm going to take a different angle to this Afrima thing. If your artists or your home artists, like Ghanaian artists, are not getting nominations, I don't think it should be an issue for Ghanaians. I think you should see that the scheme is very, very,
very tough.
Really?
To get, it's also all African music. All music.
It also makes it look like it's not easy for you to get there. So if you go there, then you have to appreciate it. Then you are really working very hard. So for me, if people say you have not been to the BET Pop Awards for 3 years, I'm like, probably I'm not doing well. So probably you should do better. And when you look at, if Black Chef had not gotten any nomination this year, it would be a big deal. It would be a big deal. Yeah, well, so for me, I'm looking at the angle of building strong institutions. That the Afrima, it doesn't come easy. The BET, it doesn't come easy. You have to put in the work. And Sarkodie has been saying this. You have to put in the work. Let's talk about getting into the other angles in your country. You know, you can even be big in Accra, not big in Nigeria, Western region.
Thank you.
Do you know what Sarkodie says? Sarkodie says that the reason why the Nigerians do a lot of collaboration, that's what I'm referring to the interview with Fasting. He said the reason why the Nigerians are able to do a lot of collaboration is because Nigeria is very huge. Yeah. So you have to do collaboration in other parts of the western part of Nigeria, the eastern part of Nigeria, the northern part of Nigeria.
And the thing is, that doesn't even make it easier because it's so huge. Yeah.
Yes.
And whenever I see the Nigerian artists, right, that are huge, like very big, I am so impressed.
Yeah.
Because it's like Nigeria is churning out a new artist every single day.
Bro.
So
I mean, the new guy signed on to Marvin's or
Miami.
Yeah. That's, if you listen to the guy's vocals,
it's crazy.
Bro,
right?
that guy is doing freestyles for like over years now, and he's still doing it.
Yes, and that guy's
something to learn there. Something to learn there. So you know that some of the artists, you know, like Neptune, Diana Hamilton, Kiddy, Jackie, Amore. Oh man, this girl, she's incredible, man. Kamido had him yesterday. Had a lovely conversation with him, and very interesting to see. So please go out there, Boomba, my guy. So please go out there, support these guys. If there's a way to vote, if there's a way to reach out, if there's even a way to even tweet in support of what they're doing. Because I always say, when these artists win, we win. We have positive conversations. You know, when we buy the music, they put out good content, and we get to enjoy the show. So it's one big circle, and we're all just trying to make sure that it is well oiled. Jackie's looking beautiful in that picture, I must say. She is. You have to appreciate beauty. Send us messages. Come on now. At MXN4GH, every single platform, at the hashtag MXLive. Now, it seemed like today was going to be a very calm show. Where we're going to have positivity. Everything's going to be fine.
We can still make it positive if we want to.
Yeah, we still will make it positive. I think we try our best. But when it comes to punditry, discussing events, because I always say at the core of everything we're doing here, we're human beings, right? We have feelings, we have emotions. So there must always be some level of respect. It doesn't mean don't be honest. If you don't like something, you say it. If you like something, you say it. It doesn't mean we don't have to be honest, but a level of respect. I mean, when referring to women, and I feel like when referring to men, there must be respect. And this came up, Hits FM, right? Kelvin Boy went for an interview. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen shouts to Hits FM. I listen to them all the time. And so he went for an interview, and he has some interesting stuff to say. You know, he said there was a certain tree. If he doesn't enjoy it, he's not going to feel right.
A certain what?
Tree.
Okay.
Yeah, if he doesn't enjoy that tree, he's not going to feel right. And you know what? Some people found it light. Some people took it a bit serious, because some years ago, my brother had said, nah, he doesn't do that. Some people said it wasn't good for the brand. I'm sure when I have him here, I'm going to talk to him more about this, why he feels that way. I think in the interview he referenced, if I'm not mistaken, Bob Marley, and gave even some reasons for why he puts it out there. So he was trying to explain himself that this is why he does these things. Now, a pundit on Hits FM, I've forgotten his name.
Chega, the Don.
Yeah, the Don. Funny enough, that's my guy too. You know, I've never met him, but I love him. My people. So he was interviewed. My people. That's what he always says. He's like, my people. That's his thing. So he was interviewed, and he used some words. He was like, it was wrong for his brand because people were supporting him. He was saying people of all ages were supporting Kelvin Boy, so he shouldn't have put that information out there. He used the word foolish in his statement. A lot of people weren't happy about it. So this is what's happened right now. You know, Kelvin Boy has gone for an interview, said why he's doing certain things, and the Don has come back and said he shouldn't have said it that way. Before we get to the conundrum this has caused, Eddie, do you think it was too much of a problem, Kelvin Boy being that honest with what he said?
This is a very dicey situation or comments here. I think that it gets to a point where, as an artist or as an individual, you need to be sure of what you want to put out there in terms of your personal life and how people perceive you or see you on social media or as a brand. That's it. You need to have the clear distinction between when you are a brand and you represent the interests of people, and when you are an individual and you are in your room with your door closed and nobody knows what you are doing. I think that when we're able to get that distinction right and we're able to find that balance, we'll be fine. Moving on. The question was what? Why? I want to be very clear on what
Basically, what's your take on the whole thing? Should Kelvin Boy should he have been as honest as he was? Being a brand, being famous?
So you want to go ahead?
Let me just say this thing. You know,
you take a minute to think about it.
You know something? First and foremost, one, I respect everybody at HTFM, and I feel like some of the questions they ask are irrelevant.
And are deliberate also to get.
Secondly,
you think so? Wait.
Because I feel like
you think so?
No, yes, some of the questions are irrelevant. Like one, prudent, whether you smoke or not, I think is not important. What is the main purpose of the interview? I have a new remix for Down Flat, Steph London Techno. Let's talk about it.
I understand. Okay, wait.
No, I think that's so. See, the point is that at every interview, you may come in for this discussion, but it also wasn't wrong because from the back level, there was a discussion.
You know, when you're a brand,
I'm not done.
When you're a brand, when you're a brand, I just want to come in. When you're a brand, you're not just the music.
Yeah.
That's
We've gone to a place where the world is.
So can they ask Burna Boy
your lifestyle? I think he's been asked before. If I'm not mistaken.
Okay,
so what I'm trying to say is, when you're interviewing, right, and you're speaking to people, you interview. I get it. Some of these questions are harsh. I understand. Some of them are a bit too.
So at this state of our music industry,
a bit too given away from the topic at hand. But when you're a brand and you're out there again, the places you go to represent you, the people you talk to, the people you don't talk to, the things you put out there. People are going to talk about it. It's not nice to talk about.
So for me, myself,
but people are going to talk about it.
For me, I've had issues with even artists who are supposed to be on tour and going live on Instagram and smoking and all that. Because I feel like we need to see videos of you working and all those things. But let's come to the main purpose of the conversation. One, I feel like the question wasn't necessary and was needless because our music industry is behind, and we need to. There's a lot of more important things to discuss. How were you able to get Steph London? How were you able to get Techno? Are you working on a new project with Techno? Because we know Techno is very good when it comes to his production of beats.
What if these are the things?
Secondly, Kelvin Boy too should know this by now. You've been in the industry for more than 5 years. Yes. You should know what to answer and what not to answer. It is simple. Jason, people perceive you to be someone who likes girls. When you're asked in an interview, you can decide not to say no. Yes. No, so that is it.
I think that.
So moving forward,
Jason, I think that on Kelvin's Boy's part, let's say that on Kelvin's Boy's part, I think that there was I think it was a mishap or something wrong with management, and because this question has been asked several times,
it has denied it,
and you denied it. And so when you ask the same question again, then
it's denied.
It's not even about the denying.
But you see, you guys, before don't you as a fan of maybe Stonebwoy, of Burna Boy, don't you appreciate their honesty when they're talking about these things?
That's there. But I'm saying,
let's be honest. When we're watching interviews, right? We want to talk about let's make the industry better. Let's do all these things. But their personal lives are as intriguing.
For me personally, I don't really care about.
Come on, you enjoy these things. Prudent.
Jason.
Oh, come on, my brother.
You know what he said? He said that people are there who might associate themselves with the brand Kelvin Boy. When he takes this stand or does this, what it means is that people who may like him for him being honest, for not smoking, or him being a brand Kelvin Boy, to liking him as a personality and his song, will now move away from liking him to like, oh, you cry, you smoke. They will drift away from the purpose for which they like Kelvin Boy, and now based on what he has said, to not necessarily like him anymore. And that's the problem.
So, like I'm saying, do you think it was the submission Kelvin gave?
Yes,
I think it was both parties.
Yes, I think that the balance, the question may not necessarily have been appropriate at that time because he was there for a purpose. That's fine. However, he also could have shown some maturity or intelligence in answering that question. Because I don't know if you saw it. Immediately after that interview, they brought out the delay video, the before and after.
And also, you know why I'm sad about this whole thing is because Now nobody's talking about
the music again.
Yeah. Nobody.
Now the music is.
But wait, we've also sat here and heard that people like these things as promotion, as negative.
No.
It's not,
this particular one is.
Isn't that what we've listened to people say here?
No, Jason. See now, if you look at if you look at the trends, check the trends. You realize that they're not even discussing his song anymore.
A trend is a trend, Eddie.
No.
Eddie, you're online.
Listen, Eddie,
a trend is a trend.
Listen, you're still not getting the point. We are in this. I'm telling you that.
Yeah.
If, for example, Stonebwoy was trending, in that trend maybe he said something bad, you will see at least 3 or 4 of his songs or something. People saying the song there.
Yeah.
But now, if you look at Calvin Boyd's trend, you will even see.
It's about smoking.
Yes, about smoking. People are bringing old videos
and
of him.
I also feel like the Don, although he came back to apologize, I felt like the apology wasn't even intact. Because he was trying to still defend what
I think he wanted to make
and I think that
his point he was making was valid.
You are wrong.
So, okay, what I'm getting from you guys is both parties were wrong.
No, I feel like
that's what I'm actually getting from you
both
guys.
parties contributed to what we are discussing right now. And I feel like moving forward,
so on all angles.
You see, everybody has ways they interview. Everybody has questions they ask. And some questions are personal.
Why don't
Jason, would you ask that question?
Exactly.
If
Calvin Boyd comes.
It doesn't take away
someone
asking that question. I probably wouldn't.
Yes.
I probably personally wouldn't. Or maybe it's the way.
And that's why I made a point that I said
I would love to ask Calvin Boyd personally whenever I have him on here.
On
air. Well, listen.
Okay.
If he has a problem with the question, or if he could take it back,
you can now ask. But
because
before the interview,
you know what's
you
interesting? You might ask Calvin Boyd and he'll say, I still don't have a problem with it. That's what people are forgetting.
Yeah.
We look at people who are out there, right, and we say, oh, they should have done this, they should have done that, but they might not have a problem with it. We've seen countless artists who do things and really don't care about these things.
Oh, yeah.
Smoking is one of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, Shatawale added his voice.
You know a good thing about that. Regardless of whether he said he does it or not, there are people who still like him for.
I still like
okay, so Shatawale said,
I still appreciate Calvin Boyd's work.
The thing not be funny anymore. The dawn of hits of you mess up big time by insulting Calvin Boyd.
Yeah, I think the insults there, it was.
But the thing is, the don't apologize.
Yes. But then the apology wasn't.
If it was an apology,
it wasn't really cool. Like it felt like he's trying to define what a fool means, and I feel like, look, if you're just wrong, just say I'm sorry and just move on. It doesn't change anything.
Like Dizzy
and
did.
the Don is he's a leader. Like this guy is.
Dizzy
apologized for what happened with regards to the sexual misconduct. So I feel like just apologize and just move on. That's what matters. Like, and for me, Shatawale coming out to say these things, they're making Shatawale happy in recent times. Because what he's been saying for some time now.
That's the truth.
Yeah. That's the truth.
No, because the truth is everything he said is now seems like it's being supported.
Yes,
exactly. And that is the truth.
Sata has been saying, but in a different way.
Yeah. So I think we should channel our energy in positive stuff and upgrade ourselves. Yeah.
Prudent. Now I'm going to scrutinize every single question you ask in every interview. Every single question.
No, but
you should. And for me, my people that I interview each and every time, they are excited to even share these things. Yeah, they are excited. Like Rory Picky say, won't give Max Zuckerberg lap dance if you meet him. He said like
any shots before you leave, please. I love this conversation, man. Any shots before you leave.
But before I even give this, I think that, like we are saying, musicians and even celebrities, whoever, in the movie industry, in the music industry, wherever you are, you need to realize that you are a brand. I mean, maybe sometimes we even start explaining what a brand means, so that people might understand what you being a brand mean. But whatever you do, I mean, even we here in the media space here at MX, we represent MX as a brand. Yeah. And so our actions and our inactions have an effect, directly or indirectly, on the company as a whole. So everyone needs to be circumspect in whatever we do. I mean, if you don't want to do things, then lock your doors, be in the house, don't go online. Do your things in your room and don't come out. And nobody will have anything to say about it. Even those ones that are coming out, how much more those who are already out there. So I think that whoever is watching, whoever is listening, let's just find a way to be circumspect, to have respect for our brand, and I think we'll be fine.
Prudent. What do you want to add, brother? Any shouts, anything you want to say?
For me, I wanted to give shouts to somebody who is even in the studio, but I don't want shout outs.
Why don't you give him a shout out? Please do.
No, I won't.
Please do.
Because he knows what he has.
Shouts my brother Damon or say.
You will, because you've been,
I posted, we have a lovely collaboration coming up, and it's going to be actually next week. He's doing a lot for the youth. I've done your job for you.
Okay, shout out to Damon.
That's your brother.
Because Damon denied me from meeting Toby. I've not seen Toby in years. Now
we'll have to deal with this off air. But guys, you know, thank you so much for coming through.
Please, my shout out to producer Didi. Why? I had to do this because
who else?
Didi, just Didi.
You're constantly giving Didi shout outs.
Just the two of these. Because we didn't.
Okay, shout out to Kelvin.
Shouts to Benicia. She's not feeling well today. Benicia, I love you, even if they.
So Jason, let me give a special shout out to Will B. He's a musician. He's doing very well for himself. He's got a new song called Adia Pena, and he's got an EP coming out.
Adia Pena, isn't that the same song? What's her name? Adina. What's the song called? Adina's song.
Charlie, Adia Pena is a language, man. You're just portraying the culture.
They shout to you. She said I'm going to get in trouble if I don't give her a shout out. That's my baby girl.
So she didn't hear what I said.
No. Come on.
Eddie,
come on. We have a couple of filmmakers coming through. A lot to get into. Please stay tuned and we'll be right back.
You've crossed the line. I want my money and I want it now! You know, one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made is dating someone like you.
$10,000 cedis.
Your painter girlfriend better saves your lazy ass.
Peace like melody. Life so colorful. Yeah, I'm living life like there's no tomorrow. I love painting and I love art.
I don't want that girl part of the competition.
What is it with you and this girl?
When will you get out of here?
Life is so unpredictable.
I don't think that's falling. Where's she? Wait.
He loves me. He loves me, loves me.
I want my money and I want it now!
And I have a few minutes to sign off, but before we do get to signing off, as I said earlier on, you know, when it comes to the show, we talk to actors and actresses, you know, filmmakers, directors, DJs, artists, presenters, pundits, because we want to get more of a scope into what's actually going on in the industry, and who better than the people actually in the industry. So I have two people in my studio for the first time. A very beautiful lady. Kindly introduce yourself, darling.
Right, so I'm Portia Freelove. I'm an actress and, of course, a presenter too as well.
Okay, thank you very much, darling. My brother, can you introduce yourself?
And I'm Delafin. I'm a filmmaker, director, artist, manager.
Okay. These guys are up to a lot, but send us messages, you know, anything pertaining to the movie industry and the like. But Dela, you first, kindly. How did you get into this whole space of movies and the like?
Well, you know, I started watching movies when I was a kid, and then sometimes I can pinpoint some errors in movies. I pinpoint errors in movies.
Okay.
So the love for filmmaking developed from there. So I wrote a script at in high school, and I won a scholarship to a film school.
Wow.
So from then.
Wow, I need your writing skills, man. I'd love a scholarship too, man. But the thing is, how's the journey been from then till now? Because it's been quite a while, right?
Yeah,
How many years would you say?
From 2014.
Wow.
Till now.
Why haven't you given up?
Oh, you know, it's the passion. You know, I like making movies, and you know, I started with short films.
Okay.
Short films, and this is the first time I'm into a full-length movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll get into the full-length movie. Portia, how's the movie industry treating you, darling?
Just like any other sections or wherever you find yourself, it's not easy, but something has to drive you to keep going. And that thing, I really can't explain what it is, but I keep going anyway. Yeah. So it's not easy. It doesn't come on a silver platter. Nothing at all comes on a silver platter. So it's just.
So tell us about some of the difficult parts of this, because I always say people see the flashing lights, you know, the trailers, you looking beautiful at the premieres. But what are some of the difficult parts behind the scenes, even? Well,
first of all, mental health. Yes, it's very important. Mental health, in the sense that the people that are around you who are not in the movie industry think that you have it all. They think that you have it all figured out. I am just an entertainer. I'm not into the corporate world. So whoever is in the corporate world might see me and say, oh, you have it all figured out. And so sometimes you have to put yourself together in a room, finding yourself, asking yourself questions like, why do people think I have it all figured? I'm just an entertainer. I can't be a pastor. That's why I'm not a pastor. I am an entertainer. I'm an actress. I can make you feel better. I can put myself in so many situations, so many characters to make you feel a certain way.
So are there any steps you've taken personally to deal with these mental issues? Maybe talking to someone, maybe taking a break. What actual steps have you taken to make sure you're always in the zone of producing good content?
Mostly I cool off. I pull myself out of when I find myself trying to be getting too much pressure. I pull myself out. I step back, and then I relax. And sometimes music does it for me. Yeah. So music that suits my mood.
You're definitely mentally strong because you're still here. And this is all led to the movie we're going to get into. But then I just want to ask you also, is the movie industry getting the support? I mean, I've had a couple of directors and actors. They all say, no, not as much. But from your angle, is it the same answer you're going to give me?
No, there's no support in the movie. Because, for example, let's say, for instance, Black Sherif posts a flyer in the music industry. Black Sherif posts a cover art that he's about to drop a project. You see Sarkodie posting it, making people aware that this junior is coming out with something like this. But in the movie industry, when a rising filmmaker posts a flyer that I'm coming to release something like this, hardly before you see our predecessors.
So wait, you guys just don't like each other?
It's like
is that what's going on?
It's like that.
I think so.
It's like
let's be honest, right?
I think there's some kind of fear.
Yes.
Fear?
Yes.
Exactly.
That's how I see it. I see it as most of them thinking that this person is coming up, and then so most often because of that they use your weaknesses against you.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yes,
exactly.
if they know you find it difficult to pick up your lines, they will use it against you.
What?
Yeah.
These things are happening on set because lines are taken on set.
They are happening.
Just to make sure you not do well in the part or you be replaced.
They are happening. I think it's some kind of fear, you know.
This is crazy to hear.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's a competition, but you know, Nigerians don't behave like this.
Like I always want to stay at the top.
This conversation again.
Nigerians support each other. That's how the industry
so very
works.
Interestingly, you know, you just spoke about industries, the music industry and the movie industry. Lydia Forsen, recently she said when she's putting out like content, for example on TikTok, she plays Ghanaian music in the background.
Yeah.
But she doesn't feel like she gets the same love from the music industry towards the movie industry. Now these are two different factions. It seems like the movie industry alone, there's a big problem. But are you guys also not getting support from other industries, like the music industry? Is that something you agree with?
For me, I blend music with my movie. So I have the artists supporting me, rather. Because I started with artists. And now...
But these are artists you know, personally.
Yes.
What about the artists you don't know?
They do? Yes,
okay.
they do. Most of the shares I get on Facebook and on Instagram is from people I don't even know.
Portia, that's something you agree with?
Artists. Yeah, on his side, yes. On his side, yes, because I personally, I mean, he's my brother. Yes, so, but then he was talking about Sarkodie sharing Black Sherif stuff. I don't think I've seen it before that an actor has shared a musician's stuff. I don't know if I've seen that before. Have you seen that before?
Maybe as regularly.
Oh, I've seen, Yvonne Nelson does that.
But you see, the thing is, do you know what's interesting? If you have to take time to think about it, that means not happening repeatedly. I mean, I'm sure Yvonne Nelson did it for Sarkodie to support. Maybe she's done it for other people. But if we can't come up with a lot of names, that means there's a problem.
We can't really get...
How do we even get past this? I know we're supposed to talk about the movies, guys, but you know, being the heart of the industry, it's good to have these conversations with you. So before we get to the movie, just add your voice. What do you think we should change about this movie industry and the problems we're having?
Let's just do away with competition, hate.
Can we?
Yes, we can.
Can we?
We can. Let's not look at each other as like a competition. No, nobody is competing each other. We are just making the industry grow. So let's come together and support.
Portia.
Well, I think that if you ask me, I think that someone is always going to be better than you, one way or the other. No, wait. No, that's the truth. Somebody would be better than you, one way or the other, at some point. The thing is, you have to learn. The competition is at the bottom. The people at the top actually aren't really having that. They are supporting each other, but the competition is actually at the bottom.
The bottom where is the hardest.
Where is the hardest?
But it's normal. I feel you have to drill yourself before you get there.
Let us know what you think. You know, because again, it seems like these conversations I'm having with you, conversations I've had with other directors and actors and actresses, and they're saying the same things, and it's like we're trying to find a solution. Hopefully we can, but let's see how it goes.
I think to add to that, I think they are like a group of people that started together. So they are there with their people, but we too, we are starting like a group. And then I think in the next 10 years, we also be with us.
10 years.
No, like it's just in the next 10 years, I can be rolling with Portia with the other crew, and then there are some people. So we have to change the narrative.
Okay, so in changing the narrative, you've got this new movie out. Oh, is it out?
No, it's not.
It's not out. Okay, no. It's not out. Tell us about it. We're going to get to the trailer, and that's how we're going to sign off. But tell us about this movie, Dela.
Okay, the movie talks about art. You know, visual art. When you go to high school with a good grade, they will ask you, why do you want to use this grade to do visual art? The course is underrated. Like, they don't regard the course. But when you look at MX24 right now, the logo was designed by a visual artist.
Look at my name on there.
Color combination.
MX Live. Shout out to Jerome. Shout out to Antoine. That's my people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're right.
Yeah, art is what is ruling the world now. So this movie, I wrote it just to put the art in the face of people. That no, art is expensive. Art is in the center of the earth. And also to make my form masters, those who taught me, to feel I've not neglected the art.
Nice. I like that. I think it's something that's not spoken about enough. Portia, I saw you shouting on people there. What's going on? Like, you nearly slapped somebody. Washa, come down now. I hope that's not an alter ego. Hey, Washa, come down. But another thing I know with you don't take upon just every role. You know, you turn down quite a few. Why was this one so important for you to take on?
Well, so when he spoke to me about it, you see how he explained how he's feeling. I actually felt it. Yes, because there are people who have done visual arts and they've been underestimated. You know, people don't respect them. People don't. But funny enough, those that did the science and the business and whatnot are coming back to the visual arts one way or the other. Some are designing, some are, you know, they are doing things. And it's true.
I have a friend, he's a banker, he sells waist trainers.
You see that?
Yeah, he's a businessman. I mean, that's, you know, these things might seem funny, but he's actually making a lot of money. So if you have someone who did science and is now into the artistic side of life, you can't take anything away from him. You have businessmen who sell combs who are making so much money. So I just think it's incredible to see. Tell us a little bit about your character.
Mimi, she's the bad girl. She's the bad guy.
For sure, the bad girl. She does a lot of bad stuff, right?
Yes, I'm the killer.
Hey, okay, so there's killers in there. Okay.
The killer.
Okay.
Yes.
Guys, so when is it premiering? Where can people be a part of it, support it? Please tell us everything.
Right, so it's premiering on the 17th of September, which is tomorrow, and it happens to be his birthday too as well.
Yo!
Yes.
Yo! Happy birthday in advance, bro. Where's the party? Okay, the party's at the premiere. Oh, after the premiere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So it's happening at Silverbed, Accra Mall. So red carpet is 5:30 p.m. and the first show is 7:30 p.m. And then the second show is 8:30 p.m.
Wow, 2 showings. Wow,
Yes,
that's very cool. Guys, I think you've said everything. I'm proud of you and what you're doing for the culture, for the movie industry. Please don't stop. You know, sometimes I always say this business is very cutthroat. Sometimes it seems like you have no friends. You just have to find your way through. And evolving is one of the most difficult things. And for the number of years you guys have been doing this, it's just incredible to see. So I guess we're going to check out the trailer. Is there anything at all you want to add before you leave? Anything?
I just want a shout to everybody supporting us. Thanks to everybody that's buying the tickets for us and all that. They should follow Elom the movie on Facebook, Instagram, and follow our actors, everybody.
Nice one. Is there anything?
Thanks to everybody that's supporting Elom.
People were asking me if you're married. I'm not even going to lie. My social media was buzzing.
Really?
You got a lot of lovers out there.
I'm not married, please. I'm not married.
My director has a crush on you. You say what you've done. 2 of them, Kelvin and Dagger, 2 of them. So yeah, please carry on.
Okay, so shouts to everyone that supported Elom the movie. Thank you, MX24, for this wonderful opportunity. We appreciate it a lot. And a very big shout out to this guy right here. He's amazing.
Shall you have to give him his flowers?
Yes. Yes, he's amazing. He's amazing. He's extra amazing. And shouts to myself, because there are times that I broke down and I don't know how I kept moving. He didn't even realize it, but I kept moving.
Nice. I think we'll have more of a conversation going forward, because you speak for a lot of guys and girls, you know, who are going through stuff they can't talk about. But what you're doing is actually strength. You're probably encouraging someone right now. You never know. So I'm definitely going to have them all, you know, in the future to talk about these things, the movie industry, for example. And once again, thank you guys so much for what you're doing. It's a pleasure to have you. Please, this is your home. Come through anytime. Anytime. Guys, I have to sign off. I'm going to be on Monday, 3 to 4 p.m. But of course, always keep it locked into MX24. Have a good weekend.
Painters view things in a way that is similar to how the world really is. A mishmash of colors, lights, and shapes.
I don't want that girl in that competition. Are you listening to yourself?
Talk to me. Patrick's ex is aware about the competition.
That money, no. The point here is the money belongs to that crazy girl.
Remember, no trace leads to us. In fact, you.
Moku give the money to that girl, make you go spend. Then when a friend go sit here with all the talent, then be drawing you and I in this house.
Patrick!
What's wrong?
Your girlfriend is asking you if I bought the plan.
Who is there?
I feel like a night Why such a mystery?
Has anyone heard from Nicholas Wilde?
Take a look at that face very well.
He's the one who's supposed to pick the best art piece.
Is this the full payment?
10,000 Ghana cedis. Take the money.
Oh, you take already?
I'm giving you up to the 17th of September.